Keely, thank you. Welcome into our Camino segment for this Tuesday. This morning, we're learning more about the special Northern Colorado nonprofit, the Hispanic Women of Weld County. And we're really blessed to have two special guests with us joining us to talk about more about the organization and the impact they make in this community, the significance it holds for the founders, Juanita Martinez Rocha, and the current president, Hillary Rudisill. Thank you both for being here. Tell me a little bit about the organization you guys work for.
Okay. Well, we started our organization in 1988, and it began with just a conference at Ames Community College. Charlotte Rodriguez, who is our founder, decided to have a career day because we didn't see Latinas in any of the professional jobs. They were either in factories or still working the fields or whatever, and we wanted to get together. She wanted to get together and see what can we do to improve this. You know, so they had this big conference. I wasn't there because that was in 1988, and I came in picture in 1991. But what came of that conference is networking, mentoring, and education. So that was the things that we were going to do on our own. But then later on, a group of women got together, and then I was a part of that said, we want this to be an ongoing thing. We want to eventually give scholarships and mentorship and expose people to all of the different people from walks of life, because we had women from all walks of life as part of Hispanic Women of Weld County. So we thought, well, that's where the mentorship program can begin. And I came in 1991. My husband had passed away, and my sister was a part of Hispanic Women of Weld County, and she said, let's go with me. And I just fell in love with it. They were so caring. They just accepted me and supported me. I was going to school at the time, and they supported me. And I owe a lot to them. And to this day, 35 years later, I've still been an active member for 35 years. My closest friends are women from Hispanic Women of Weld County.
I believe it. And Juanita, the themes you talk about back in 1988, 1991, they still seem so prevalent today. Hillary, as the leader now, how do you kind of take those themes, and how does that make sense here in 2026?
So what we're trying to do is major refocus on what our mission, vision, and purpose is. And our mission, vision, and purpose is to empower Hispanic and Latina women in Weld County and give them the education that they deserve. And so what we're trying to do is bring our focus back to those young ladies and how can we support them. And like you said, what does that look like in 2026? We don't know, because we're just entering into 2026. We know it means more mentorship. We know it means more opportunities. How can we provide more services to our scholarship girls who may not know that these services are out there? So we go out there. I put in the hard work. I get on my gold shoes and I go running, girl, and we're hitting the ground running, and we're getting all those resources out to those girls that they might not know about that can support them. How can we support them, supporting each other? It all comes together, and it all goes back to community.
And that is sometimes the hardest part, is just letting people know those resources are out there.
Yes, ma'am.
So they go to the right people. Have you had conversations with women who have gotten these scholarships and how they've just, impacted their lives?
Oh, yes. Yes. We started with the first scholarship, which is for non-traditional women. Because there was a lot of women that had to take care of their family, but then once their children were in school, they had the opportunity to get a scholarship to go to school. And so we just advertised that, and we tried to get monies and get donations and stuff like that. And what our goal of our older generation was, when I was a past president, our goal was to get our 501c3 so that the future generation could apply for all of these federal grants and have that opportunity. So as the older generation, we just wanted to make it good for these girls. And these young women are just, really going for it. We used to give like 3 or 4 scholarships before, and now we gave like 15.
Oh, wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And we also recognize women for their accomplishments in the community. And we started out with the Impact Award. And so a woman that impacts other women in the community. So, and then we expanded it to entrepreneur and leadership and education. And so we still give some of the awards today, but we really work hard on the scholarship part.
I want to ask you on a personal level, because I think, you know, you mentioned women, we're mothers, we have to go to work, sometimes putting in, you know, 50, 60-hour weeks. It's hard enough to lend yourself and be involved in organizations. To be a president of an organization like this, a past president, a current president, where do you get that drive to keep going?
I get the drive to keep going when I see the scholarship recipients, when I hear, we always say their stories, you know, like their backgrounds, you know, and a lot of the girls who are part of our organization, they're first generation students, and we love that, and we love hearing their stories and seeing them move on in the community. We get really excited when someone says, "I got a scholarship from you," and I'm like, "You did? That's great. What are you doing now?" Like, "Oh my God, tell me all your things," you know. So that's what I love. That's where my heart lies, and just seeing them out there doing all the things, you know, and knowing that you have a very small part of that. That's what keeps me going.
Yeah,
that's
probably a
what
very
gives me-
big part of it. Give
Well,
yourself
you
more
know,
credit than that. We appreciate it. Unfortunately,
and
we're out
if-
of time.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, when you see these people and you realize that they come from one point to the other, and the resilience within themselves to come back and make something of themselves, because like she said, they are, and a lot of them were Spanish speaking, first language, and first generation. So it's really something that you feel for them when they're up there receiving that scholarship, and they cry and they're so grateful, and it says we're making an impact on the community.
You are. You should be proud. You truly are impacting lives. And thank goodness for you. We appreciate you taking some
Thank you
time
so
out of your busy
much.
schedules to be with us
Okay.
today.
Well, thank
Don't
you.
forget our
Thank
breakfast.
you.
Our breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
We have
Please
our
plug it.
breakfast before we go. November 19th, University of Northern Colorado Ballroom. Join us. It'll be a great community event for everybody. November 19th. Write it on your calendars.
November 19th. Thank you both. We
Thank
appreciate it.
you.